If you're looking to get into cosplay, it's no doubt because you know something about what cosplay is. Whether it's because you've been going to conventions and you're finally taking that leap to join your fellow cosplayers, or maybe you saw a cosplay transition video on TikTok. However you've discovered it and whatever got you to want to join it, there may be a chance that you don't know where to start or how to get started. My name is Jazz, otherwise known as Somewhat Okay Cosplay. I've been cosplaying for going on 8 years, and today we're going to be diving into my beginner's guide to cosplay. Cosplay is a wonderful world of expression and fun. It allows individuals to express themselves, and not only that, take pride in the work they do if they created their own cosplay by hand. No matter how big or small the cosplay has been and always will be a way of expression. When I first started cosplaying, I had no clue what I was doing. I discovered cosplay through a close friend who at that time was creating TikToks about their JoJo's Bizarre Adventure cosplays and their wig styling endeavors. I remember being in so much awe watching their videos and honestly feeling inspired. But I also remember feeling overwhelmed, especially when I started looking into it more and finding these beautiful and breathtaking cosplays. I remember just being able to think, how am I supposed to do that? No doubt many of you are feeling very similar to how I felt during that time. The beauty of it is that you don't need a big fancy cosplay in order to cosplay. There's multiple different types of cosplays. There's going to be two common types of cosplays that you are going to see at conventions. The first one being store-bought cosplays. Store-bought cosplays can be found at a variety of storefronts, whether it's Uwawoo Cosplay, which I've reviewed previously on this channel, or you have Easy Cosplay, AliExpress, and even Amazon. There is absolutely nothing wrong with using or buying a store-bought cosplay, especially if you are not inclined to make your own cosplay, or maybe you don't have the resources in order to make your own cosplay. The prices for these cosplay do range wildly depending on where you buy them from, and the quality of the cosplay will usually correspond with the price as well. So if you buy a $30 Lisa from Genshin Impact cosplay from Amazon, you are going to receive a $30 quality Lisa from Genshin Impact cosplay. Again, there is nothing wrong with buying not only store-bought cosplays, but also cheaper quality cosplays. Just be aware that in these instances, you do get what you pay for, and the quality is very much going to relate to the price that you buy the cosplay for. The next most common cosplay that you will see at convention is going to be handmade cosplays. Now, there may be multiple reasons as to why they handmade their cosplay, whether it's because that's just what they prefer to do and they prefer to make all their cosplays handmade, or maybe the character that they're wanting to cosplay doesn't have ready available cosplays available online, much like my darling Charming from Ever After High that I made earlier this year and competed in. The last reason that they may have handmade their cosplay is because they are a participant in a cosplay contest, which I will be doing my introduction to cosplay contest at another time for all my newcomers to cosplay. A handmade cosplay can range in price depending on how in-depth and complicated a cosplayer makes it when creating it. Cosplays don't have to be expensive, but if you're being ambitious, they tend to get expensive. I don't say this to scare you away from hand making your own cosplays. As I said, cosplay does not have to be expensive and should not be expensive in order to enjoy it. I do think it's good to be realistic though, so if you are planning on making a ball gown with intricate beading and fabulous fabrics that look gorgeous, the cost for that is going to be a little bit more expensive. So let's just be more realistic with it. So now I have told you about two of the most common cosplays that you are going to see at like a convention or in a variety of places. So which one do you choose? Neither. You don't choose either of those options. If you're looking to get into cosplay, it is good to be aware that these options are available. You should be aware of the variety of options that are available to you. However, what I want you to do is closet cosplay. Let me explain what that is. Closet cosplay is, in my opinion, far too overlooked in the cosplay community. Too many times I'm seeing store-bought cosplay be everybody's solution for people getting into cosplay. Some of us don't got money for store-bought cosplays because those can get really expensive. Honestly, for a good quality cosplay that is store-bought, you're averaging $150 to $200 if you're looking for quality. But a solution for this is called closet cosplay. When doing a closet cosplay, it usually means you are gathering pieces that are found commonly in your closet and you're putting it together to create a cosplay. An example of this, say you are cosplaying Midoriya from My Hero Academia, but he's in casual clothes. Now we're gonna break it down. What is he wearing? We know he's wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and red shoes. What we're not going to worry about is getting everything exactly how it looks on screen. So we're not stressing about finding those thick, chunky red shoes or finding a t-shirt with those exact kanji lettering on the front. I believe that is kanji. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Why are we not worrying about these things? Because we are just starting out. We need to get the basics down before we start worrying about the little details. That will come with time once we've started our cosplaying journey. So now that you know these items are what we need, let's look in our closet. Do you have these items? Now there's a chance you may not. So what now? Well, we're broke and we want to get into cosplay. So do what any broke individual does. Go to Goodwill. I'm gonna say this loudly for everyone in the back. There is nothing wrong with shopping at Goodwill for your cosplays. I know well-known cosplayers who make intricate, beautiful cosplays who go to Goodwill in order to find pieces for said cosplay. I personally made parts of my Aqua from Kingdom Hearts cosplay using curtains that I found at a bin store for $2. Don't break your bank. Just simply trying to do something you enjoy. Cosplay does not need to be expensive. Once you get the items you need for your cosplay, there's one more step. Usually when cosplaying a character from an anime, you're not gonna tend to have the same hair color as them. If they do have the same hair color as you and it's very similar to the style that you have, I do highly recommend that you just style your hair in the way that they wear it in the anime and don't go into extra lengths in order to get the same hair color. Otherwise, if you don't have the same hair color and it's some outlandish color like green, pink, or purple, you're gonna need a wig. Now, while I just said go to Goodwill to get your cosplay items, this is where I go back on that and I beg you, please do not buy your wigs second hand. There are multiple reasons for this. First off, you don't know where it's been. It could have been peed on by 10 different cats for all you know. I do realize that if it had been peed on by 10 different cats, you could probably smell it, but you get the idea. Second off, you don't know if the person before you ever washed their hair. You don't know if they had a skin condition, or you don't know if they happened to nick themselves and got blood on that cosplay. And the last but biggest one, you don't know if they had lice. So I'm begging you, please don't ever buy your wig second hand. Some people may be saying, well, what about commissioned wigs? That's second hand. Guys, that's not second hand. If you were getting a commissioned wig, usually you're going to be buying it from someone who knows how to do their job because they've been doing it for a while at least. So they are going to be buying a brand new wig. And not only that, they should be in a space where you don't have to worry about anything like I just discussed. I would hope at least that they would be making sure none of that happened. But that's why you should use a good commissioner who does wig styling. So where do you buy a wig? You have a few different options that are going to be cost effective, and not only cost effective, affordable for somebody who doesn't have a lot of money. One of those options is going to be Amazon. Amazon offers cheap wigs for like $10. So that's always a great option. Now, they can get a little bit pricier if you're looking for certain ones or certain lengths or anything, but they tend to be honestly fairly affordable. Or if you happen to be near the end of October, Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween runs a 70% off the entire store the day after Halloween. So honestly, this is not only a great time to stock up on wigs that are available, but any costumes that you may have wanted to put together for another closet cosplay, or just to wear in general because you really like that costume. I have also heard pretty good things about AliExpress. I, however, cannot speak too much on it because unfortunately I have not personally bought from AliExpress. I am hoping to do a little bit more digging into this and maybe even doing some reviews in regards to items and products from AliExpress, but until then, I unfortunately cannot give a definitive answer if this is a good resource. Once you have your wig, you are good to go. You have your first ever cosplay. You can take it a step further even and maybe do your makeup, maybe add some freckles so that you can be more accurate to the character. I recommend keeping it low budget and going to the dollar store. Jeffree Star has done some amazing reviews on dollar store makeup products, and I highly recommend that you go look into those reviews, as honestly, I've found that there's a lot of great dollar store options for makeup. Other than that, you've completed your first step into the cosplaying world. I'm proud of you. Cosplay truly brings people together. You can meet so many new people and make so many new friends. Convention as a whole bring people together. They offer homes and families to those who felt like they felt out of place before. Cosplay is what led me to this world. I found a place of belonging and a love for this and everything that I do. I know it does the same for others, and I do believe it will continue doing the same for every single person who finds it. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it down below and let me know what your first cosplay was or will be down in the comments. And if you really liked what I had to say here today and you want to see more by me, don't forget to subscribe. Farewell until the next video.